Good morning, Rod. I've got it looks like a big project, but it's actually not that bad that I want you to do for us for PCYC. So you'll find the order number 2090 in Shopbox, and it's got most of the detail there. But then I've also uploaded into the master art file under PCYC for you it's actually there, and a PCYC for you. Um, the style guide for this job, which will show you all what we need to do for it. It's actually in vector, so if you open it in CorelDRAW, you'll have everything in vector. And then I've got a very important uh, Excel file that you can open with some more detail in, and then I've also written on that same Excel file to give you some more detail. So I want to run through this quickly to show you what you need to do for this specific job. So the Excel file that I've created for you looks like this. Now the yellow band here, that relates exactly to the work order or the sales order in Shopbox. So if you see a 1 there, it means that it relates to 1 there. This is what the client sent us, and Paul makes reference to that on his work order. So there you'll see item 2 and 3. So Paul made reference to it there, and that actually relates then to the numbers on that side. So that's just to give you a bit of clarity on what we want. So the first item that I want you to work on is in the style guide. This is in vector. I need you to get it to the correct size for us, 700 millimeters diameter. Make sure that we don't fiddle around with outlines. Sometimes when you increase size in CorelDRAW, it doesn't increase the outline. If they've used outlines instead of contours, just make sure nothing changes as you increases it. And then the next thing I want you to do is create once it's 700 millimeters diameter, I need you to create a 5 millimeter outline around this that we can cut. So we're going to print this on frosted vinyl or sandblast vinyl, and then afterwards we're going to contour cut it. So you need to create that contour cut line for me. So one is going to go on that window, and one is going to go on that window. Okay, so then, and that's item 1 and 2. So, and then we go to item number 2 on Shopbox, and for that purpose I'm going to go to the pictures that I've done here, open them up. Okay, so in this case what I want you to do, it's exit only. You just need to go look at the style guide, what they want, what fonts we are allowed to use. I haven't even looked at it. I thought I'll leave that up to you. See what fonts we are supposed to use, and then just create exit only, 80 millimeters high. And this you're all going to do on a CorelDRAW file actual size. Okay, so I want you first to work on only one file. Don't worry about proofs. You work on one file where it's actual size, page by page, everything in one document. Once I'm happy with that and you send it back, then I will ask you to prepare a proof for this client in a specific way. So don't go ahead and do it. Just wait until you get the go ahead. Okay, so that's item number 2. Then item number 3 is going to be for so they've got, if you look at that picture there, let me go to the Excel file. So if you go to this picture here, they've moving doors, and on the floor here we're going to spray paint arrows pointing people to the new door. So in this case I want you to create a stencil for me. The stencil size must be 400 by 300, and then an arrow on the inside from there to there, 280, and just a nice looking fat arrow. Don't make that too small, because remember we need to be able to spray paint over it, and I need more than enough negative space on the edges so that when we spray we don't make a mess on the floor. Okay, then item number 4. Again, you'll see there is an existing sign on the wall. If you count the bricks, I don't know if you do it there as well, but if we need to quickly work out how big a sign is, you know that's 240. So it's about 2 bricks that goes on there. So we sit with about 400 millimeter pillar. So if we make that size 300, um, So if we make that size 300 wide, it should work fairly well. Okay, so I need a sign that's 300. It says with right arrow underneath it. Just choose a nice arrow that will fit the style and the style guide. Make sure you stick to the style guide all the way as you go along with the designs. Okay, then the item 5 will be a sign that we're going to put on that wall over there. So as people come along, they can see that you need to go downstairs to the gym and fitness, to meeting room 1, to the toilets, and with the arrow pointing down. So I don't know how the lettering is going to work out here. You just need to look at the style guide again, see how they do things on here. That will look alright. Color and everything. Just make sure that you study the style guide before you go ahead and design this. What I thought, in this case, I want to give them two options. I want to give them a plain option according to the style guide, and then perhaps a second one where we use this logo somewhere on there, maybe as a watermark or maybe just as a smaller decal at the top to fill the gap up. Let's see how that design goes. Okay, then item number 6, you don't need to do anything there because that's just the installation that we're doing. Item 7, there's 2 doors again on there, and we're gonna do sorry, on a wall there and on the wall there, we're gonna do a ACM sign cutout, if I remember correctly. Item number 7, yeah, it's gonna be an ACM sign, and this ACM sign will be cut out. So again, once you've done the logo on item number 1, you can just use that same logo, increase it in size to that, making sure you don't lose any of your outlines, and then we'll just send it away for routing. So there you just need to resize it. That's a quick one. Then item number 8, so if you look at that photo there, which is item 8, so above this door somewhere there, we're going to put a sign that says gymnastics hall. So for your information, yeah, so it's just going to basically be 240 high by 1.5 meter, and it's going to read gymnastics hall. Okay, then sort of the same thing as the previous one. I think the sign is the same. Above the door there, we're going to have a sign that says 1 meter 500 by 240 high. That would make sense. And then on the inside, obviously there's going to be toilets, and we need one sign for male, one sign for female, and at the bottom we just need to add the wording for gymnastics only. Female symbol for gymnastics only, male symbol for gymnastics only, and just see if you can find a male female symbol that's a little bit more sporty than the traditional ones that looks like old people. Okay, and then item number 13, sorry, which is that one. If you have a closer look at this photo, you'll see that it's a sandblast strip. So we need to match this. It's a sandblast strip that goes on a window, and we just need the Pcyc logo every couple of centimeters in there. One window is that size, and the other window is that size. Paul said here the logo centered, but I just think we need to make it to match that. Do the logo a couple of times across it. Provide sandblast look film of the visual. Okay. Yeah, see if you look at that size, I think it's just the strip that they want done on there. But I'll double check that with Paul. So just do that for now, and then we'll come back. And then the last one is this little sign at the bottom, and we just need to do signs that say sports hall. And if I have to interpret this, what it looks like is we're going to put one sign there, one sign on this side, and one sign on this side, and together it needs to read as one sign that says sports hall. Okay, I would have suggested to put it up there, which we might still do, and then just make it 1.2 meters. So do me two options, one where we do sports hall, and another option where we make it 1220, which is the width of the ACM sheet, and we just do one sign that goes on there that says sports hall. And I think that's all you need. So everything is in your folder, the style guide is in there, this detailed PDF is in there, and those three things. So just to make things clear, I want you to create one CorelDRAW file, and in this CorelDRAW file I want you just to start with the first one and make it actual size from page 1 to whatever, to actual size on the page by page, and you can name your pages at the bottom. Once you're happy with that, let me know. I'll go through it, and if that's right, then I'll show you how to prepare the proof for this client, which is going to be different to what you've done for us in the past. I hope that works.